Hey everyone, it's the Senile Simmer, and I've got something a little bit special for you today. It's our 150th video. It's also a celebration for 25 subscribers. Hooray! In honor of that, I decided to do a Sims 4 speed build. Yikes! You'll see how bad I am in just a moment. Let's get started, shall we? I've been asking for your questions the last couple of weeks, and I've got a couple of good ones, so I'll be answering those while you watch me fumble with this Let's Build. Let's start right off by letting you know that this build took me about 2.5 hours. I have speeded it up 10 times. It is still slow, but hey, it's my first time. Please don't judge too harshly. Be kind to me in your comments. I promise to be kind in my comments to you as well. And watching this is kind of painful. That being said, let's get right into those questions, because that's less painful to watch than this build. Our first question comes from Golden Simmer, and they ask, what got you into The Sims? Good question. I remember the first Sims that I played was The Sims 1. In 2003, I got a copy of Double Deluxe, which was the original and like 2 expansions or whatever rolled into one. My daughter was 6 at the time. So, basically, I found it fascinating. I could not get enough. It was the hardest game I had ever played, and yet it was the most fun I had had in forever. I kept playing, and I played for hours and hours and hours, and yeah, that's how it began. I'm not sure if I ever played Sims 2 on the computer until just recently. If I did, it was only the base, and I've just gone and ordered like the whole thing, and I haven't done anything with it yet. But I did play Sims 2 on the PlayStation, and that was the one where you had goals and you had to move out of your parents' house, and I loved it. It was the best. These type of games can keep me going for hours. Like, I would start playing in the middle of the afternoon. Next thing I know, it's 3 in the morning, and I'm still playing Sims because I am God and I am ruling their lives, and it is amazing. Sims 3 came along. I started playing that. I just recently picked up the last of the expansion packs, so I've completed that collection, which is fun. My favorite thing about Sims 3 is the customization. Yeah, it was a little laggy and it's a little clunky, but that customization, I mean, the fact that if I want to make my bed and my rug and my curtains and my floor and my wall all the same glorious shade of purple, I can do that. So I just think that that is the best thing, and it's what Sims 4 is missing. In fact, I'm rather new to Sims 4. I just started playing it. I'm still working around the game mechanics. Don't even ask about build. As you can tell in this video, I'm terrible at building in The Sims 4. But you know what? It's a learning curve, and I may be old. In fact, I'm one of the older people on YouTube, I'm sure. But hey, it's never too late to learn. Anyway, thanks so much for that question. Our second question comes from Simmerlaney, and she asks a personal question, and she says, what is your favorite name? Well, Simmerlaney, it's not Laney, although I do have a really good friend who spells her name L-A-N-I, and it's short for Elaine, but that's not my favorite name. Sorry. My favorite is should come as no surprise. Obviously, it's what I named my first daughter. Her name is Brianna. Now, don't laugh, because this was before Brianna was popular. Remember, this is 30 years ago, okay, when I had her. She was the only Brianna I had ever met. When she was born, I was thrilled to give her a unique name. Next thing I knew, everyone had that name, and it drove me crazy. But she was the first Brianna. She was the love of my life. Still is. And if you're listening, Bri, mwah, from Mom. I also, if she had not been a girl, she would have been Christopher Daniel. Daniel is my dad's name, so for a guy's name, you can't beat the name of your Papa Bear. And so, yeah, she would have been a Christopher Daniel. However, when it comes to gaming, it's not unusual that I will use the name Destiny as my character's name. I also like Avalon, and that is one that my daughter kind of hooked me into. I love The Mists of Avalon by what's her name, Zimmer Bradley, whatever her name is. But if you're familiar with the books, you know who I'm talking about. And so that name Avalon just has a mystical quality to it. Thanks so much for your question, Simmer Laney. Our third question comes from Lana11, and this young lady wants to know, who is your favorite Simmer to watch? That is an amazing question. It really took me a few minutes, other than myself, of course, no. But there are a lot of really good Simmers out there on YouTube. Amazing Simmers who do things that I can't even dream of. The first Simmer that I really started watching is a girl from Canada. Her name is Zen Simmer. And she is the one that convinced me that I could build in Sims 3. I had done a few builds, but I started watching her, and then I realized that, you know what? I've always wanted a YouTube channel, but I didn't think I had anything that I could do well. But I found out that she had a trick that I learned from her. I learned to go onto websites and look at house plans and model my builds after a particular house plan. And that way I didn't have to think about where things were going. It was there for me. I just had to recreate it. And the majority of my Sims 3 speed builds are based on, I will usually show the picture from the website I got it from, and then I will build it, and then I will do like a comparison shot. So yeah, she's the first one that I watched. Then when it came down to the nitty gritty of certain types of things and how to build things like how to do an attached garage, I did a search on YouTube, and I came up with this gentleman from Australia called The Sim Supply. And I have to say, James, I am addicted to your videos. That's all I'm going to say. I have literally gone back and watched all of his Let's Plays. And let me just say that I am one of those people that if I'm watching a Let's Play, I watch episode 1 through episode 50. And then I look and I say, well, was there another one by this same person that I watched 50 episodes of? Obviously, I like their play style. So why would I not want to see more? And I've watched many of his Let's Plays. There are so many others. I can't even remember the names. I know there's this girl that does Sims 4s, and she only does base builds, and I think it's Dr. Ashley, I want to say it. Maybe not, but I'll put a link to these people's channels, and then a few others as well. Sim Sanctuary is one that I enjoy. It's just a different, everybody has a unique spin on it, and that's one of the good things about The Sims. I really, really admire anyone who can produce a video, play for 30 minutes, upload that video, no editing, no cutting, no nothing, and I'm not falling asleep. That, to me, is incredible, because if I uploaded 30 minutes of playtime, y'all would be asleep, and we'd just be loading the game, and I would be trying to figure out where I was the last time I left off. There would be so much and thinking and pausing and trying to figure out what to do next and how to get everybody to do. I love to play God. I'm not that good at it, let me tell you. I find it difficult to multitask and control, but you know what? I love it. I have fun. And isn't that the secret of The Sims? Is that you, no matter how you play, you have fun and you make it your own. I want to thank each and every one of you for your questions. I want to thank you, those who even didn't ask a question. That's fine. Thank you for popping into my videos. I appreciate those who actually watch more than 30 seconds before commenting. That's amazing that you do that. That's how I watch a video. When I'm subscribed to you, when I watch your videos, if I make a comment, you can be sure I have watched the entire thing. So I appreciate those who do the same. Thanks. Alrighty, we have about 4 minutes left in this video, so I'm going to wrap things up and say thank you very much for being with me over the last few months. It has been a journey. I started out not even knowing how to upload a video, not knowing how to edit a video, and by the way, I heavily edit all of my videos to the point that, you know, maybe an hour and a half of gameplay is a 20-minute video when all is said and done. Otherwise, I would be bored watching it, so I assume you would be as well. So hopefully you have enjoyed my very first ever Sims 4 build. Unfortunately, I never got to complete it. I stopped. I was almost done. I had some finishing touches. I wanted to figure out how to move objects on Sims 4 because I've never done that before. I had to look up a couple of things, so I stopped recording. Unfortunately, I realized when I went to go find it that I didn't save it. Apparently, I don't know how to do that. I thought I had, and I hadn't. So it's not entirely finished the way I would have liked it, but you know what? It's not bad for a first go. I mean, you know, I don't know. Hopefully it wasn't too bad for you to watch. Oh, I also wanted to let you know that I will be starting with videos every day. I kind of stopped for a little while. I went like every other day because I went into Sims 3 and deleted all of my custom content and then went and found all new custom content and wanted to keep some of my favorites. I wanted some new stuff, but sometimes you just need a complete change, and I was getting bored, so I can't wait for my next Sims 3 build. I also have some new Let's Plays because, as you may know, we lost a couple. RIP to the dumpster diving, Rags to Riches, and RIP to the Nomad Collectors Challenge. Things happen, life goes on, you start a new Let's Play, and like I said in those videos, I know I could have saved them, I just chose not to. Sometimes when life hands you lemonade, it's easier to just scrap everything and start over. So that's what I've chosen to do. I've got a couple of brand new Let's Plays coming. Should be interesting. One is one's called in Sims 4, I'm Surrounded by Idiots. And that'll be a fun one. And then the Sims 3 is a Riches to Rags using the Wish Challenge. We will, of course, be working on, in Sims 3, our university Let's Play with Tim and his children. He has triplets now, so if you haven't been watching that, it's time to catch up. And then we have the detective in Sims 4. Let's play the detective. So, hey, look at that pool. Am I good or what? Haven't commented on this video at all because, you know, it speaks for itself, doesn't it? I'm about, gosh, I have less than 2 minutes to talk. So I just want to say thank you to everyone who has watched my videos. Anybody who has given them thumbs up, given them a like, anybody who has subscribed, anybody who has said to a friend, hey, watch this crazy lady because, you know, she is insane. Not quite insane, just getting there. But I'm having a blast. For someone who didn't know how to even create a YouTube channel a few months ago to, you know, hey, I've got 25 subscribers. Don't know if anybody's actually watching my videos, but I've got 25 subscribers, so I'm well on my way to being the next Sim Supply, maybe. Who knows? Anyway, I'm going to stop rambling. I'm going to show you the end of this video, and then we'll get to the end screen. Okay, just a quick blurb in here. I was ready to upload this morning, and I got a question from the Chill Out Zone, and he asks me, what advice would you give to a teenager? And I really thought that was important enough for me to go back and edit my video. So you're going to hear some birds chirping in the background. It's daytime. I usually have to record at night because of them, but I'm going to go ahead and answer that question now. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to say to you is, please just be yourself. Do not try to be somebody else, because if you do, then you're just going to fail. You are set up to be the best you can possibly be, but you can be nothing more than the second best somebody else. You can't be the best somebody else, because that's not who you are. Let them be them and you be you, boo-boo. The second thing I'm going to say is stay away from the drama llamas. Just stay away from them. You don't need that kind of stress in your life. Please surround yourself with people that support you, with people that bring you up, that make you happy. Those are the kinds of people you need to be around, because that's going to make you the best. Those people bring out the best possible you that you can be. And the third thing I'm going to say, and yes, I'm going to leave it at 3, because even though old people like to talk, some of us know we only can talk for just so long before people stop listening. So the third thing I'm going to say to you is, don't give up on your dreams. If you give up on your dreams, you might as well dig a hole and go lay in it, because there's nothing for you after you give up your dreams. I don't care how outlandish people say, how people say you'll never succeed. Some of the best people in life are successful because they did not listen to other people telling them they can't. Because you can. You can. You know what? If you want to be the president, be the president. You know what? You may not reach the stars. You may not reach the moon, but there's all these different wonderful stars on your way to the moon, and you might reach one of those and decide that that's really where you want to be anyway. So don't give up on your dreams. You don't know where they're going to lead you, and without them, you're nothing. So that's going to be it for this Life Lessons from an Old Person. Enjoying the pool, but I realize I have absolutely no landscaping. Was planning on adding that in, but I can't find this particular house, but I'm going to probably redo this one. Anyway, go ahead and please comment, like, and subscribe. And as always, there will be new videos for you to watch down below. I hope you've enjoyed this time as much as I have, and I will be back tomorrow, and I'll see you then. Bye-bye.